We're here at Luton for my triathlon, Jenson Trust Triathlon. This is the second year, and I've just walked in and it's unbelievable. It's a very short triathlon, so it's 300-metre swim, then a 9k bike, then a 2.5k run. And if you qualify through that race, if you're the top 50 of the boys or top 20 of the girls, you qualify into the final, which is a longer distance. So it should be a lot of fun. It's more of a sort of a festival vibe than just a triathlon. We worked with Help Heroes last year here at the triathlon, raised quite a bit of money, but we're hoping to raise a lot more than last year. We've also got some injured servicemen racing this weekend, which is great. There's a lot of pros that are racing, but there's also a lot of amateurs and first timers, and I think that's the exciting thing about this event.
Top 3 tips for training are commitment. Make sure you keep at it, and that's really, really key. You can't just come on and come off of it. Top tip number 2 is really to make sure that you work hard. It's about quality, it's not necessarily actually about quantity. And I think training tip number 3 is make sure that you've set the goal before you start. Don't go into it thinking, I'm going to enter into a competition. Enter that race and then start your training, and that will give you the motivation to push through.
You know, during the race you're like, I'm never doing this again. What am I doing? This is the most stupid thing. And then afterwards, you want to go and do it again. You want to beat your time, you know, that's the competitive spirit, I guess. Jessie is definitely more competitive than me at table tennis. I've only played her a few times and every time she destroys me. You know, normally as a couple you want to, you know, look after your partner, but she just wants to destroy me.
I actually look after all of the sport relief and comment relief big challenges, so that there's been 13 of those projects so far. Starting with David Walliams swimming the English Channel, I trained him for that. And then finishing actually just recently with John Bishop. I mean, for any athletic event, for any sporting event, nutrition is absolutely paramount. And actually, it's not just for the event itself, it's the training really, because it's during the training process where all the adaptation takes place. So you must have carbohydrates to fuel the exercise that you're doing. You must have good quality protein to make sure that you can actually resynthesize the muscle that you're breaking down on a continual basis. And of course, those micro and macronutrients are really key to making sure that you can sustain a very healthy environment, particularly in terms of immune system. So nutrition underpins everything we do in training.
No, nutrition is so important in any sport. Because there's 2 heats, it makes it massively important to refuel after the first one and get yourself ready for the final or the wooden spoon race. And you know, that's why here for this event we've got Giovanni, you know, fueling us for this race. I'm massively into a protein diet, and I think that keeps you alert. It's something that is so important in your diet, nutrition, and it can make you feel more alive if you eat the right stuff. It's great that it's growing, and you know, the most important thing is that we raise as much money as possible for Help for Heroes, and have a lot of fun in doing it as well.